Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Throwing Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Dan Petty will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end. Flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, the pass interference call on the previous play, that set him up nicely for that 1-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize from a yard out. Plenty of barking from the sideline about the call, naturally so. But maybe you have to quit barking a little bit and focus on the next play. Their focus wasn't there, and they gave up the touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and plan and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66, and a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'd let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
From the 38, Jones. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. He'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
He'll give them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blinked, you missed it. Off the line into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but
What do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Jones completes this again to Shepard.
And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw again.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd down and 3.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he can't get away from the pressure, the Giants get there. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Rudolph, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott
right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds his target, it's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And quickly, they get to the line. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's Kadarius Toney and his New York Giants back out on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First target, first catch at a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's caught. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.